Aries.
Hello Aries, this is your forecast for March 2017 and you have quite the month ahead of you. Right now you got Venus in your sign and that just brings out all that dynamic passion out into your life. You got Mars, your ruler, there too. So in this aspect, it's all about love, it's about romance, it's things that you want, that you will go after, and you will probably be the conquistador trying to obtain those very things that you now desire. Tons and tons of energy. You are super attractive this month. You're the it person, and just watch how people are going to navigate towards you like a magnet. Now, you also have the new moon, and that's not before the end of the month coming in. But what you will have is the area of your personality now for until next year, the possibility to put down your intentions to say, this feels good, I really like what I got going on here right now, I want more of it. And as you place those intentions as far as how your personality is thriving here in March, you can have more of that throughout the year if you place your intentions correctly. So that is the new moon. That is not before, like I said, end of the month. But what we do have is your Sun, Mercury, and Neptune in your 12th house. So what does that mean? Well, the 12th house is the hidden area of our chart, right? That's working in the background of your mind, behind the veils and so forth. And it's also just that you are now finishing up on an annual cycle. It's always that month prior to our birthday that we are feeling to take a little step back just so that we can reflect upon where we've been, what we've accomplished, and start dreaming up on where we're going to put in all that new solar energy once we get into your birthday, right? So communication, you might feel too that there is more of a dreamy aspect to it. It's in that 12th house of Pisces. And so for you, it's more like, what do you want? What do you desire? Venus and Mars is out here, super, not just excited, but also busy in manifesting a lot of those dreams. So you might just see how things can happen quickly from dream to manifestation. Boom, boom. Not having to wait for a long time to see things come into fruition. So it's a dynamic month, to say the least. Now, all the other planets are more so your outer planets that are moving slowly in the background, like Jupiter in your 7th house, where you've, over time now, been working on your relationship area. That Jupiter, though, will be going retrograde here for until June 10th, from February 6th. So you might sense, feel, or also come to experience that this area will be slowing down a little bit. But Jupiter is so positive, even in its retrograde. It's just simply giving you a little extra extended time here in this area before she moves forward, so you're lucky. It's a great place for Jupiter to retrograde. The other signs will have Jupiter in other places of their chart. You get to have it here in your relationship sector. So it's really a time to figure out what the two of you want as a couple. If you happen to be single, this might give you an extended time to actually be out and about and maybe find the right partner, right? So June 10th, she'll start moving forward again. I say she, you know, Jupiter is probably a he, but it's like the father, mother, God. Is it gender or not, right? But Jupiter is really in a great place here in that sign of Libra, because Libra is all about balance, right? So you're looking for balance in your life, how your relationships have been working in the past, where they are in the here and now, and we always have the most power in the now, right? But it's also projecting oneself to the future as well, and what it is you're looking for long term. So don't rush. You have a lot of time right now to really ask yourself those deeper questions and to tweak it. You know, if your relationship hasn't been all the best, this would be the time that you will have, that the universe has granted you as an extension to have those communications, those talks that can put you either on the same path or not. Clarity will come when this transit is all over. Uranus being in your first house, well, it's not in a place where you would want to put up with things no more. And I'll tell you why though. Uranus is exactly opposite of Jupiter right now. And Uranus is all about liberation, freedom, independence, and that being in your first house, your personality is freeing yourself. You're liberating from old patterns. What you used to put up with, used to be, right? But that's not really the new you that's coming in to formation at this time. Now, any good relationship will continue after even this aspect. But when they're opposing like this, you might come to see things about yourself, about your partner that in the past you chose to close your eyes for, and at this time saying, not doing that no more. This is what I want. This is where I'm heading. The first house is all about me, myself, and I. It's the personality coming to the forefront, and you are changing. You have been for a long time, ever since Uranus went into your sign, Aries. And it's currently now 22 degrees, so there's only 8 degrees more to go before it's going to move into your second house of money, income, self-esteem, and those things, where it's going to hang out for quite a number of years. But you've been under this personal type transformation. And now when Jupiter is hanging there and in an exact opposition, well, you're going to be looking at what's right and what's not, what's fair and what's not fair. All good things will survive. The other things, well, you're definitely going to start seeing some action in this area. So don't be surprised, even though Uranus can always come with those surprises. But we need to understand that changes that come upon us are always for the better in the long run, right? So right now you will have both Venus and Mars to help you figure out what it is those desires are in your relationship, and it will empower it. See, Mars has just touched upon Uranus here before we start off the 1st of March, and so I feel at that point that you pretty much, I'd like to say, have had some encounters. Some of you can have some unexpected, maybe flare-ups, okay, because Uranus and Mars, when they get together, it's just a lot of energy. It's like fusion, right? Earthquakes. And some of this can come from like out of the blue. And actually, when you ask yourself and you're totally honest, it's not out of the blue reactions. You've been building up, piling it up for a long time. And then suddenly, just like tectonic plates, they just shift like that. So some of you might just find yourself at a breaking point in a relationship. And yes, it might come unexpectedly for onlookers, you know, for family, friends, but only you know that it's been working towards it for a long time. Then again, like I said, for those of you in a stable, good relationship, you're not touched by this, right? Venus will come in where Mars has activated and triggered that Uranus and will fill the very same place. Now, from it, then you're going to get like the second chance to look at it. Do I want to kiss and make up? Or am I happier now as a single person? Because, truth be told, it's better to be single and harmonious and in balance than in a relationship that is just full of drama and insecurity. So you're going to be working on it. And then, of course, that new moon, don't forget about it. The full moon here is then going to be in your 6th house for your day-to-day routines. You're going to feel the floodlight come across it. It's also how you interact with your co-workers this month. You might feel or come to experience that you might be in the limelight one way or the other here in that scenario. But here, there's dreams, okay? So connect to your dreams. That is what this is all about this month of March. It's starting off top of the month for you reaching for those higher goals, for what feels idealistically correct for you, You know that the choices that are upon you are in your hand, in your control, to balance up what it is that you now need. Around the 2nd and 3rd, you might just feel that here comes that conversation with your partner, and where you're putting the attentions forward to him or her of what it is you desire in the long run. And either they will embrace it or they won't. Some might rise up in defense. Whatever the outcome is, hold your course. On the 5th, Mars and Saturn will work together to give you the grounding of the security that you need in your foundation. And I can see how this is going to be working for you, because you're going to feel this drive that really has to do with your long-run security and your long-run vision. The 7th and 8th, I feel communication is very important, the way you interact with people around you. There could also be some new beginnings. This could be maybe if you're having a review or an interview, whatever it is, it's you behind it. I can see how you will be able to put your stamp, your personal personality stamp on it, coming across very true to who you are. I feel that it's very deep, and it's, I won't say necessarily just serious, but in a way it is, because the power of the now that is upon you has all of this very deep transformational energy with a signature of Pluto that is really wanting to turn things for you into a new direction. You will feel that power coming from within and coming out. Then Mars will be moving into the sign of Taurus, which is your 2nd house for money and income. So for a while after the 10th, you're going to get all your ducks in a row, as I see you just crunching away with your numbers for checking your income streams. How are they doing? Are they doing great? Could they do better? Where's your money going? Is there things now that you need to correct? Maybe cut back on unnecessary auto pays that are going out, for example, that used to be important. Maybe it's still on auto pay, but you're not using it. Well, cut back on it. That kind of thing. Mars comes to this area every 2 years for all of us when our time is right, and it allows us to really just hit the reset button, okay? And so be good about that. On the 12th to the 17th could be a little bit of a testy time here this month, only because I feel that you're going to be meeting with situations that will be calling your sense of mastery to the forefront, okay? The Sun and Mercury both will be squaring up on Saturn. Saturn being in your 9th house has to do with right or wrong. It has to do with balance and fairness. It could be legal issues. It could be perhaps something with travel, and in that case, you could come to experience maybe a small delay or something that might just be limiting you. Saturn can limit when it's not in a harmonious aspect. So we've got 5 days there that things might just be somewhat delayed. On the 20th, though, the Sun is moving into your sign, so happy birthday, Aries. This is a time for you to really come out with that radiance of who you are, that inner self. And of course, both Venus and Mars is already there, and with Uranus, this is a very charismatic time for you. On the 24th, 25th, 26th, boom, 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 things are really moving right along. We have the Sun conjuncting Venus, so this is a day for love, romance, meeting new love, or also if you're out shopping or getting a new haircut, trying to find the right new proper outfit, you will find it. That's the 25th. On the 26th, I can see there's an unexpected message coming, and I feel that that message there would have good news for you. Work this month is pretty much what it has been. I really don't see major changes. Maybe they're around the 8th or 9th. There could be some insights, but it's pretty much a very stable month as far as work is concerned. But here, towards the end, 27th, 29th, new directions towards your hopes and your dreams. It's all about reaching for those fantasies, right? It is Neptune. So your higher ideals. And listen, it's your ruler. It's Mars now lining up with Neptune there. So it's so within reach. It's just about taking that leap of faith, Aries. Go out and get it. And you can really come to secure it already in the next couple of days around the 29th. What I see, there's either a communication or a document, something that is coming in that's going to behoove you, and just put the key in the lock, and there you have it. So whatever that is for you, it's leaving you with new choices to be made, just as we're leaving out of March, coming into April. But more about that. That is Jupiter squaring off on Pluto, and that's how you're going to start off April 1st. So we'll speak about that more next month. But we have Venus retrograding here, and I do want to mention that before we're all done. And what will Venus do as retrograde? Well, Venus ruling love. You know, Jupiter is in your area of love, right? Retrograde. Venus here from March 4th straight through April 15th. It's not a good time to get a haircut or have any surgery, especially not any plastic surgery. We always want Venus to be up and running and strong when we have those changes, just so we don't end up with tattoos that look horrible, right? Jupiter, like I mentioned, February 6th through June 10th, and then we have Saturn also retrograding in April. Here, April 6th through August 26th. So that's going to be next month, and will be retrograding in your 9th house. To find your moon and rising sign, you can see right up here, there is a playlist where you have all the other sun signs. It's easy to access, so you can jump straight to listen to what this fabulous month will show up in your other two readings there. And I'll see you next month. Have a good one now.